Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video, we are doing another mystery unboxing. Oh goodness, I hope you guys aren't getting tired of these, because I have definitely been on a roll finding these on the Nearly No Rules nail polish group, as well as getting some from sellers that have reached out to me, like this one. This is actually the third box that I'm getting from this seller. She's the one that reached out to me on Facebook and offered me the box of between 60 and 80 polishes, and then a second box of 100 that ended up being over 100. And now we've got this one, and this is going to be a really fun one because this is going to be mainstream polishes. And bonus, I only had to pay shipping for this one, so cannot thank that seller enough. Thank you for reaching out to me and offering this to me. So let's go ahead and dig in. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, we've got some beautiful colors right off the bat. Where to begin? Let's start here. This first one is one of what looks to be quite a few of the LA colors. So this first one, is like a bleached neon in a cantaloupe shade called Good Vibes. I think this one is slightly being washed out on camera. These neon-y shades do tend to get washed out on camera, but this is a lovely shade. It definitely isn't a straight up bright neon. It's got that bleached quality to it, and I really like this tone. This kind of cantaloupe orange shade is one of my favorites, so I'm definitely going to add that to my collection. I don't believe I have it yet, so that was Good Vibes. Let's go ahead and stick to some of these other LA colors. This one looks like a straight up neon, well, maybe a slightly bleached neon. This is a pretty bright shade called Day Glow. I almost want to say, though, compared to a straight up neon, this does have, again, that sort of bleached quality to it. And for that reason, I think I will hold on to this. I do have quite a number of true neon yellows that I have held on to, but I don't need a lot. So, but this one does seem to sort of stand out in that it does seem to be that sort of pastel limoncello type of color. So we're going to hold on to that one as well. I think this will be a really beautiful one for summer. Next up, we've got a green. This one is called Lucky, again from the LA Colors Color Craze line. This is again in that sort of bleached neon aesthetic, and I absolutely love this kind of green in a bleached neon color. This one is definitely reminiscent of the cupcake polish that I really enjoyed called Game of Cones. It has that sort of white based, soft but bright green, and I really enjoyed that one. I think I'll enjoy this one as well. Again, another really fun summer shade. So that one was Lucky. And does this say? Nope, just says gel-like. For some reason I thought that might say glow in the dark. Next up, we're going to look at a pink. Another one from LA Colors in their Color Craze gel line. This one is called Gossip. Now, you guys are probably familiar with me saying that pinks still aren't my favorite, but oddly enough, I'm kind of interested in trying this particular shade. Mostly on my summer racks are shades like this that are very much brighter than this as far as a deep saturated quality to it, but something about this I really like. I think this will look quite appealing on the nails because it is that bleached neon look. You do still have quite a pop of color just with a lot of white in here. I think I'll like this one, and another one that I'm pretty sure I don't have. So that was Gossip. Next up is a blue, again probably from the same line from LA Colors. This one is called Splashy, another one in the sort of bleached, well, maybe not bleached neon for this one, because I don't think this is too neon-y of a color, but it is a beautiful sky blue. Still has lots of white in the base, and this is another shade that I think I actually will like. Maybe for myself this is more of a spring shade, but it's another one that I'm fairly certain I don't have, and I really like this kind of blue. So we're going to give that one a try as well. That was Splashy. Next up, we've got the green shade, and this one is called Chill Out. This one is definitely one I like. This is more in the bright mint family. So again, you have a white-based formula of the color, but this one does seem to be a bit brighter than some of the other minty shades that I have. I do love a good mint shade, so I might have to compare this at some point to the other mint colors, but this is another keeper. I really like this one. So that was Chill Out. Maybe I'll have to do like a swatch that entire collection, because it seems like I've got the entire collection, if that was one collection. We have the pink. This is another from LA Colors. This one is called Girl Talk. This is a beautiful pink. Just to compare it to Gossip, that was more of like the Cantaloupe Peach. This one is again very much a bleached neon almost, but very, very white based. So almost not even a neon, almost leaning more towards a pastel pink, but very vibrant by comparison. So definitely worth holding on to both of these. I think I will enjoy it both. And yeah, if anyone knows if that was like an entire collection, let me know. And also let me know if you'd be interested in swatches, because I could definitely try to put that together. Let's see, what do we have next? Ooh, we've got another from LA Colors. This looks like a different collection. This is a metal finish from their metal nail polish line called Molten. Wow. So this is a deep chocolate. Let's see what it looks like in the bottle. So this looks like it has a bunch of like metallic flakies in there, mostly in a deep, like dark chocolate brown, but there is a bit of like a silver component to it as well. You can actually see that on the lid as well. This should be a really beautiful one for fall. Chocolate and brown shades I'm a bit picky on, but I think I will like this one. I don't think it leans too ashy, so we'll see how it looks on. I'll at least give it a try. So that one was Molten. Next up, it looks like we have another from LA Colors. Back to the Color Craze line. This one is called Fig. Ooh, this is a beautiful tone. Very deep, figgy plum sort of a color. Very pretty. Another one that I think will be absolutely gorgeous for fall. I'll be curious to see how this one looks on the nail. Colors like this I found can dry either darker or lighter on your nails. So we'll have to see if this ends up being a brighter berry on the nails or a deeper plum, but that's really pretty. So that one was Fig. All right, next up we've got another LA Colors. This is a different line of theirs though, in these square bottles. This one is called Ever After. Ooh, this is a beautiful purple shimmer polish. You've got speckles of gold and pink in here as well. We'll have to see if this one is a sheer formulation. With this kind of polish, often it is a sheerer formula. I think I will go ahead and destash this one though. This kind of bottle, I think I complained quite loudly in one of my videos that I absolutely hated the brush on this. And it's not so much the brush itself, it's the shortness of the wand. I found the polishing experience, or at least the swatching experience with it, to be quite a pain. And I just don't know how this would compare unique wise to the rest of my indie collection. So I think we will go ahead and pass this one along, but that is a beautiful one from LA Colors called Ever After. Next up we have another from LA Colors, and this one is called Tropical Storm. Ooh, this is like a metallic deep charcoal gray. And this one has a bit of a metallic sheen to it as well, almost like a silver pearl. This one is kind of unique to my collection. I don't think I have anything quite like this. I think I did find a magnetic one in one of my mystery boxes that has a similar tone, but I think that might be the only one like it. It's not calling my name though, so I think I will go ahead and pass this one along as well, but that one was Tropical Storm. Next up, we've got another one from the LA Colors. Ooh, this one is from their Hypno Holographic line. This is called Wander. I will have to double check and see if I have this one. I know this collection did catch my eye, and I think I got a couple, but I don't remember which one. So we'll have to see if I got Wander. In any case, it is a gorgeous purple polish. This one has a glass fleck particle size. You have purples, blues, pinks, and oranges. This is really, really gorgeous, especially for having come from a mainstream brand. I love it when mainstream polishes make specialty finishes like this. I wouldn't exactly call it holographic. I don't think I see any holographic. It's more iridescent, but that's the fun of mainstream brands. They seem to slap holographic on things that aren't really hollow. But in any case, it is pretty. We will have to double check if I have Wander. Next one, we've got another LA Colors. This looks like a bright sort of tennis ball green yellow called Lime Life. This one seems to be like a shimmer or pearl polish. It is definitely that tennis ball yellowy green shade, very vibrant. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold on to this one. Like I said, I have been holding on to quite a few of these types of colors, so I don't think I need another one. Although this is sort of a green leaning one. Maybe I'll have to do a comparison and just see how this one swatches along with the rest of them and see if I happen to like it. Why not? We'll give that one a try. That was Limelight. Next one. Ooh, I think we've got our first Sinful Colors. Yeah. Ooh, this is from the Moon Metal collection. This one is called Cosmotion. Look at that. I don't think I have this one. I think I only ever saw one from this collection, and it was sort of a green shimmer polish, again in sort of a very similar, very translucent base. But then it had like olive green or maybe even black glitters. So I don't think I ever saw this one. This one is in a clear base with some shimmer that shifts between gold and pink. Then you have these larger hexagonal glitters in silver and blue metallic. This is definitely one that I want to try. I think this would make a stunning topper over some other colors. So we'll have to add that one to the collection for sure. That was Sinful Colors Cosmotion. Next one is another LA Colors. Ooh, in an iridescent glitter. This one is called Sassy Sparkle. This is cute. I don't think I have this one, although I will have to compare it to some of my other iridescent toppers. I do have quite a lot of iridescent flaky toppers, but iridescent glitter toppers were one of my first loves, so we'll have to see how this one compares. But it is definitely cute. You have iridescent glitters that shift between green, gold, blue, and pink. Love how this kind of glitter looks over a lot of different colors. So we'll have to see how that one compares. That was Sassy Sparkle. Next up, ooh, it looks like we have another Sinful Colors. Ooh, this one is called Sucker Punch. Look at that color. This one has like a silver and pink shimmer in it. This one sort of reminds me of Enchanted's Hula La in the base color, that pink leaning red. I like that this one has a bit of a creamy base as well. Maybe we'll have to give this one a swatch and see how I like it. It is pretty unique to my collection. I don't have too many of these brighter tones of red, but I like that this is pink leaning, so we'll have to try that one. That one was Sucker Punch. Next up, we've got another LA Colors. This is another in the Hypno Holographic line called Voodoo. Now this is another one where the name sounds familiar, and again, I'm fairly certain I got at least a couple from this line, but I don't recall if this one would have been one of them. So we'll have to check on that, but this is a really beautiful, like tealy green. You've got a beautiful shimmer component in here that has a gorgeous glow. You can even see it on the cap that they made for it. I love that they did matching caps to the polishes. You've got pinks and purples, blues, and golds all popping up in that shimmer particle. So if I don't have this one, I'm definitely going to swatch this and see about adding it to my collection because it is really, really pretty. So we'll add that to the check and see pile. That was Voodoo. Alrighty, next one, we've got another LA Colors, and it looks like a purple. Ooh, this one is called Blast, and again with the specialty caps. I love that they do that. This one has some holographic glitter in it. You have a glass fleck shimmer particle as well, all in a really beautiful purple base. This is another one that I'm fairly certain I don't have. I don't know if it came out in a specialty collection or anything, but like I said, I love these caps. So we'll have to see how it compares to the rest of my purples. I am a purple collector, so I'm not too sure if I have anything like this already, but I am absolutely loving the components in here and of course the purple color. So we'll be adding Blast to my collection. Alright, next one, ooh, we've got another Sinful Colors in a beautiful summer blue. This one doesn't have a name, but it is a stunning summer blue shade. I think on camera it's sort of deepening it to like a light true blue. It's got a pinch of like aqua going on, just a Pinch, which might be hard to see, but it is a really pretty shade. If you know what color this one might be, let me know. I will again have to come back and do some comparisons of these bright summer blues that I've been collecting from mystery boxes and from other brands and see if I haven't duped myself. This one is a cream formula, so I'm guessing it might not stand up to a uniqueness test amongst some of the blues, but we'll have to see. There are a number of subtle differences that can happen even with the cream formula, so I will have to see how this one compares. Next one, we have another LA Colors in another metallic, I think. This one is called Dazzle, and yeah, you've got that silver metallic finish to it. This is a pretty color too. It is a like fuchsia metallic. I think I like this one. I actually really enjoy a metallic finish on the nails. And I don't think I have a polish in that finish in this color, so we'll have to add that one to the collection as well. That one was Dazzle. Next up we have, we've got another Sinful Colors. And this one is in a matte finish. This was part of their Sinful Mattes collection, and this one was called Let's Flamingo. Okay, first of all, that's an adorable name. I also really like the frosted bottles that brands do sometimes. This is a really pretty pink. So far from what I'm seeing, it's definitely in the category of pinks that I would wear, that I have been wearing for summer. Yeah, this one has somewhat of a blue or purple sheen to it as well. I'm not sure if that part of it's going to come across too well. I think you can kind of see it as a pink glow on the wand, but in person that pink shift does go to a blue and purple. Definitely have to give this one a try. Like I said, I have been really enjoying these pinks. I have also sadly noticed that this kind of pink tends to stain my nails even with a base coat, so I'll have to fiddle around with that. If you guys have any tricks about not getting stained nails with colors that tend to stain your nails, let me know. But in any case, that is a gorgeous pink. So that was Let's Flamingo. Next one, is another China Glaze. This one is called Sunset Crew. This one seems to be sort of somewhere in between a bleached cantaloupe and almost a neutral tone. This is really pretty. I'll have to swatch this again and compare it to some other colors in these cantaloupe-y melony shades. I think on camera it's bleaching it out quite a lot to almost a skin tone. There you go. Compared to my skin tone, you can see that there's a lot more of a cantaloupe tone to this, but very beautiful. There's something very unique about this tone, but again, we'll have to do some comparisons at some point. I'm lining up quite the list of polishes I'm going to have to do some comparisons of, but this one's really pretty, and I'm fairly certain I don't have it either. So that was China Glaze Sunset Crew. Next up we have, we've got a China Glaze from the Grinch collection. So this is a gold called Merry Whatever. I was actually talking about getting a gold holographic topper. I wonder if this could sort of fit the bill, or if this is more of a solid gold polish. We'll have to see, because if you guys have heard me talk about gold before, you'll know that gold isn't necessarily my favorite, but we'll have to see how this one swatches and see if it's sheer enough to use as a topper. But this one has a bunch of gold like glass fleck plus some scattered holographic glitter. So we'll definitely have to come back and do some swatches at some point of this one, see how it looks. But for the time being, we'll add it to my collection. That was Merry Whatever. Next up, we have another China Glaze. This one is called Tangerine Heat. This is a beautiful bleached tangerine shade. To compare it to Tangerine Dream from Orly, you can see that bleached quality to it. This is a lovely shade. I really am enjoying these bleached bright colors. So again, we might have to compare this to some other colors as I'm collecting them, but I really like this so far, and I'm pretty sure I don't have this one either. So that was Tangerine Heat by China Glaze. Next one, I think we've got another China Glaze. They are one of my favorite mainstream brands, so that's really awesome. This one is called Coral Star. This one is kind of like a reddy orange. If it is a coral shade, I would definitely describe this as a red coral leaning with that pinch of orange. It does have a shimmer component to it, almost like a pearl finish. This is a very unique polish to my collection, so I'll definitely have to at least swatch this and see if I like it on my skin tone. Oddly enough, oddly enough, and I kid you not, just earlier today, I was contemplating a color that is sort of reminding me of this, a bright orangey red. So we'll have to see how I like this, but this is pretty close to what I was imagining earlier today. So that was China Glaze's Coral Star. Next one is another China Glaze. Ooh, in a beautiful blue. This one is called Mermaid for Bluer Waters. Ooh, I love my mermaidy shades. This one is probably going to be another one I have to do some comparisons of at some point because, like I said, I love my mermaid shades, so I probably have something at least similar, but this is gorgeous, and I'm fairly certain I don't have this one already. It is a beautiful blue with a green shimmer. That is really, really gorgeous. So yeah, another one that I'm fairly certain I don't have, so we'll add that to the collection and try and see about comparing a lot of polishes here at some time in my future. So that was China Glaze, a Mermaid for Bluer Waters. Next one, ooh, we have a Sesame Street polish from China Glaze. This one is called Ernie Your Stripes. Now this one I'm definitely going to have to see if I have, because I did end up finding quite a lot of the Sesame Street China Glazes from an online store, and I don't remember which ones I got, and I want to say that they have like at least 2 or 3 Sesame Street collections. This was the You Do Hue collection of the Sesame Street collections, so I'll have to see if this was one that I have or not. I think right now my China Glaze is sort of in a pile underneath another box with a pile of nail polish in it. So I can't really check and see offhand, but we'll see if it's in my app or not. Sadly, I didn't ever do a haul for that one, so I don't even have something that you guys can see of that, but we'll have to do a showcase of my China Glaze polishes here at some point. In any case, this is a lovely shade of orange. After that huge ramble, this is a lovely shade of orange with a whole lot of this golden orange glass fleck particle to it. So if I don't have this one in my collection, I do want to at least swatch it and see how I like it, but this is a gorgeous shade of orange. So that one was Ernie Your Stripes. Next one, we've got another China Glaze. Very excited about all these China Glazes. This is a silver called Chroma Cool. This is somewhat of a chrome silver. We will have to swatch this one and see how it ends up looking on the nail. Silver polish was one of those colors that I was looking for at one point, so I do at least have a few. Again, you guys are probably so tired of hearing me say, I'm going to have to come back and compare this, but I will have to compare my silver polishes, at least the handful that I do have, and see which one I like the best. But I do like this tone. It's, well, like chromy. It's like a white leaning silver. See that? How light it is? So far from what I'm seeing in the bottle, I really like it, so we'll have to give that one a try, and we'll see how it goes from there. But that was China Glaze's Chroma Cool. Next one, we've got, ooh, another You Do Hue China Glaze from the Sesame Street collection, and this one is I Count Even. Now this one I am pretty sure I do have. This is the one that a lot of people were really disappointed in because it is, as you can see, basically a milky jelly. It was supposed to be tinted purple, and in fact this bottle may have faded because the bottle that I have, I swear, has a pinch of purple. It's kind of like the Quixotic purple lavender base coat that sort of cancels out your staining. So it has a pinch more purple than this, but a lot of people were just like, oh, what was the point of that? So I do remember that, and I do remember that I did end up getting it because I saw some people swatch it, and I was like, I think I could use that for something. So I did end up grabbing it, I'm pretty sure, on that discounted website that I found where I was getting them for like $2 or less a bottle. So we'll have to see if I do have it. Again, we'll just double check, but I'm fairly confident I do have it. So one of them will probably end up in the D-stash. Ooh, and it looks like we have another from the You Do Hue collection. This one is a green. Ooh, this one is called Trash Can Do Attitude. Again, I'm going to have to double check and see if I did get this one or not. I think this is one that I at least considered. It is a really beautiful shade of green, almost like a brighter, somewhere between like a spring green and a sage green. It's got that dusty quality to it, but then the green shimmer in it has that spring green quality to it. So it's a pretty unique green. I do really, really like it. So if I don't have this one, if I didn't end up grabbing it, I'll put this one in my collection. If I do have it, I'll add the second bottle to the D-stash. But that one was China Glaze's Trash Can Do Attitude. Next one is another China Glaze, I think. Yeah, China Glaze. This one is called Cattle Drive Me Crazy. Ooh, this is a deep, deep blue, like almost ink blue with a sheen to it, like a silver sheen. This is another one that I think I'm going to have to double check and see if I own or not. I want to say that I was eyeing the collection that this one came out in, again on a discount site, probably Polish Pick, and I don't recall if this was one that I ended up picking up or not. I have a tendency of having quite the running list of wish lists on their website, so I'm not sure if I ended up grabbing this one just yet or not, but we'll add that to the to be checked pile. That was China Glaze's Cattle Drive Me Crazy. Next up, we've got another LA Colors. Ooh, a beautiful pastel purple. This one is called Jazzy. This is cute. Okay, so to compare it to the pink that we had, you can definitely tell it's got that pastel purpley shade to it. I love these. Those are very, very cute. Yeah, I think with this, that puts me up to a collection of 8. So if all of those that I've unboxed so far are definitely a collection, do let me know. I think I might have to swatch them all together, but that was Jazzy, a very cute pastel lilac. Next up, ooh, we've got another China Glaze. This is another peachy tone called Vacay Dreams. This is another color category that for sure I will have to come back and do some comparisons along with, what was the other one? Well, I think it might have been Tangerine Heat, but by comparison, that is definitely not anywhere close. This is more yellow leaning. This is more peach leaning. But yeah, we'll have to do some comparisons here of a lot of these different shades. But yeah, this one is really pretty. It is that sort of that peachy Barbie skin color. Should look really nice on the nails. We'll have to see if it ends up looking too not there on my nails, but I think there is enough of a pinch of that peach to it that I think we'll just have to see how it looks. But it's, so far I do like that shade. So that one is Vacay Dreams, and another one that I'm fairly certain I don't have yet. Next up, we've got, ooh, we have another from the Sesame Street collection, another China Glaze. This is a beautiful purple called Fa La Ah Ah Ah. This is another one that I don't remember if I did end up grabbing. As a purple lover, you would think I would have, but I don't know if I ended up talking myself out of it or not. But it is a really beautiful, juicy purple. Again, you have a beautiful glass fleck in here that is sort of a golden color with maybe some green at the edges. I think I'm seeing some shifts down there at the edge of the bottle to almost a blue. So again, I'll double check, see if I have it. If I don't, it's going in the collection to at least compare to other purples. So that was China Glaze's Fa La Ah Ah Ah. Next one, we have another China Glaze. This one is a white, and it is called Sauvignon and On. Okay, so this is the first one that I know absolutely I do have this one. This one came out in an all white collection that they released, and I remember being kind of confused by that at the time. So I ended up watching the swatches on Phoebe Moon's channel, and that was very, very helpful to point out all the differences in each polish. And this one I did end up grabbing on, I believe, Polish Pick. If it wasn't Polish Pick, it was another discount resale site. And this one I thought was really beautiful because it is that off-white base, slightly off-white base, and then look at the shimmer in there. You've got a pink to gold shimmer. It ends up looking really beautiful and iridescent on the nail. So I really like all the shifts that are going on in this. So because I do already have a bottle of my own, we will go ahead and add this one to the D-stash. That was China Glaze Sauvignon and On. Next one, we have a Sinful Colors. Ooh, I like this color. This one is called Blues Cruise. This is gorgeous. Okay, so this is definitely a very Perry shade of like that. Is it purple? Is it blue? To my eyes, my immediate thought was that it's a purple, but on camera, it's pulling way bluer. I love this kind of shade. I absolutely love my periwinkles and indigo shades and iolite shades, cornflower blues, all of those different shades. And this one is gorgeous. It is a cream formula. I think there's a lot of white in the base as well, which might not come across very well on camera, but this is beautiful. I think this one might have to make it to my fall rack. I want to get this on my nails sooner rather than later. It's gorgeous. So that one was Blues Cruise. Definitely going to my collection. Next up we have, I think, another China Glaze. Yeah, and this one is called Green with Jealousy. Ooh, this is another glass fleck formulation. The base of this is kind of a deep green, and then you've got that glass fleck in a golden shimmer that shifts to green. This is one that I'm definitely going to have to swatch and see how I like it on. I could definitely see it having potential. I might enjoy it, but there are a lot of these kind of greens that I have been destashing, but we'll have to see how it swatches on and give it a shot. And I don't think I have this one. So that was Green with Jealousy. Next up, we've got another China Glaze in a beautiful orange. This one is called Flip Flop Fantasy. Ooh, so I do have this one, but I have heard that there are two different versions of this, so I'm not really sure which version I have, although I would imagine that this is probably the same version that I have, so we'll have to do a comparison. But I really enjoyed Flip Flop Fantasy when I wore my bottle, so we'll have to do a little comparison, see if they are indeed exactly the same. But yeah, that's a gorgeous one. If I do have it and they are the same, I will add this to the destash, but I do want to at least check on that. So that was a Flip Flop Fantasy. Next up we have, I think, another China Glaze. Yeah, China Glaze. Ooh, what is this? This is Liquid Leather. Okay, so I think this is a black in a shiny gloss finish, and I'm pretty sure I have this one because I remember the name. Black polishes are always very, very handy, so I would say I should double check, but at this point I've been keeping every single black nail polish, so I think I can get rid of at least one. We'll go ahead and add this one to the destash. That was China Glaze Liquid Leather. Next up, ooh, it looks like we have another from the Grinch collection. This is one of the glitter polishes called Resting Grinch Face. Wow, this is a glitter party in a bottle. You have green, gold, red, light blue, did I already say gold? And silver holographic, then a smaller particle of all of those same colors. Look at all that. I myself don't think I would wear this color combination myself, so I think we will go ahead and pass this one along to someone that might want it. So that one is a China Glaze called Resting Grinch Face. Alrighty, next one we've got another China Glaze. This one might have come out in the white collection. Possibly. This one is called Live in the Mo Mint. Maybe not. Mo Mint. Is this like a very, very light mint? Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to do a swatch of this and at least see how it compares to a white. Compared to a white in the bottle that I have here, I think it leans, at least to my eyes, a bit more on like the very light gray. But we'll have to see. We'll give it a shot. So that was China Glaze's Live in the Mo Mint. Next one we've got a different brand. This one is IBD Nail Lacquer, and it is called Peony Bouquet. This is that kind of pink that I really have been enjoying. Look how vibrant that is. To compare it to one that I have on my summer rack, this is again Lights Lacquer Donna. This one has more of that shimmer particle to it. Similar family of pinks. Again, these kinds of pinks were all over my summer rack. So I'll have to do a comparison at some point of all of these pinks and see if I have a dupe for any of them. But I have really been enjoying these kinds of pinks, and I love the flash that's in this one. We'll see if that ends up showing up on a swatch or not, but I don't know that I have any from this brand, although I want to say I've seen them maybe on Trans Design as a brand that you can shop, so we'll have to give it a shot. Again, like I've been saying, this kind of pink has definitely been one I'm enjoying, so we'll have to see how it compares. But that was Peony Bouquet. Next up, ooh, we've got a Cuccio. Nice. Look at that. This one is called Gaia. That is beautiful. So Cuccio is one of those brands that I keep eyeing. I think there was a spring collection and I know a fall collection. At least a couple years back that I had been really drawn to. Never did end up getting any of them, so I don't have too many from this brand all in all, at least I don't think. And this is a pretty unique shade. This one I would almost call like a dusty watermelon. This is pretty unique. I like this color a lot. We'll have to see how it looks on my skin tone, but so far I'm thinking I will really enjoy it. So that was China Colors, Gaia. Next up, we've got some more China Glaze. Uh-oh, this one had a little bit of leakage. All right, so we're mostly going to leave it in the bag just so it doesn't get polish everywhere, but this one is called Flying High, and it's a really beautiful dusty turquoise. I do really like the color, so hopefully it hasn't spilled out too much. It looks like it should be salvageable, and it's a color I don't think I have either, so we're going to add that to the collection as well as soon as I clean it. And actually, I think I'm going to put it in a new bag so it does get more polish on it. Okay. Ooh, we've got another China Glaze from the You Do Hue collection. I'm going to repeat myself again, but I'm probably going to have to double check and see if I have this one or not. But this one is called Monster Piece. This is a beautiful deep fuchsia full of micro glitter and holographic. This is definitely one that I could have seen myself buying, so I will most definitely have to double check and see if I don't own this one or not. If I don't have it, I'm definitely adding it to my collection. If I do have it, it'll go in the D-stash, but that one was Monster Piece. Ooh, it looks like we have a color club. This one looks like a white, and this one is called French Tip. So let's see how it compares to French White from Wet n Wild. Actually, I think my Wet n Wild almost leans a tiny bit yellow by comparison. We'll definitely give this one a shot. Again, like my black nail polishes, I have a tendency of holding on to my white cream polishes because they are really handy for nail art and for base coats. So we'll have to do some comparisons of my whites. I don't think I need as many as I probably have at this point. So we'll have to do, again, some comparisons and see if I have some that I can just get rid of, because I don't need 25 white nail polishes that are just straight up white creams. But in any case, that was French Tip. Next up, we've got another from the Grinch collection, and it's a beautiful blue. This one is called Deliciously Wicked. Ooh, this is a beautiful icy winter shade. You've got that icy blue with almost like a metallic or pearl sheen to the base, and then it's absolutely loaded with holographic glitter. This is one that I'm fairly certain I don't have, so I think we're going to add that one to my collection. I could definitely see this being a really fun winter shade, so that was Deliciously Wicked. Next up, we have another one from the Grinch collection. Oh my goodness, and I think this one is a red, yeah, like an orangey red. This one is called Ho Ho No. Wow, this one I'm going to have to swatch and see, because this is not a straight up red. It's almost got like a pinch of cinnamon to it. So like a little bit of an orangey lean to it and a bit of brown. It does have a pretty strong glass fleck in gold. But this color, I'm really intrigued by. So I definitely want to at least swatch this and see how I like it. And it's another one that I'm certain I don't have. So that was China Glaze Ho Ho No. All right, next up we've got another from the China Glaze Grinch collection. Oh my goodness, look at that. This one is called Lukewarm Wishes. That is beautiful. So this is another one that I'm pretty sure I don't have. I don't think I got any from this collection. And this is a beautiful white iridescent shimmer polish. You have blues and golds with some pinks in there and greens. I'll definitely have to compare this again to some of my other shimmer shades because I'm definitely drawn to this kind of polish. But this is really, really pretty. Definitely worth trying. That was the China Glaze's Lukewarm Wishes. Next up, ooh, this is an Essie Expressie. Wow. These are not cheap polishes. Wow. This one is called Mic Drop It Low. Ooh, this is definitely a color I want on my nails this fall. This is gorgeous. It's somewhat of like a dusty berry shade. You have that glass fleck particle in here that shifts between like a fuchsia pink and gold. This is lovely, and I don't have too many from Essie Expressie, so I know I don't have this one. That is really, really pretty. So that one was Mike Drop It Low. Next one, we've got another from the Grinch collection. I think I might be getting the entire Grinch collection. Wow. This one is called You're a Mean One. This is another gorgeous purple shade. Oh, I hope it's coming across on camera. This is deep and beautiful. This is a really rich, like aubergine purple. You have a shimmer particle that is like a bronzy gold. This is another one I want on my nails sooner rather than later. This is gorgeous. You have that sort of a red glow in there as well. That might be the golden shimmer playing with the base. This is such a gorgeous tone of purple. Wow. I'm not even sure if that's going to come across too well on camera because it is such a dark shade, but it is beautiful. Yeah, not sure if that's coming across too well on the wand there, but that's definitely going in my collection. Wow, wow. That one is You're a Mean One. Alrighty, next up we've got another China Glaze. And I think I see iridescent glitter. This one is called Spritzer Sister. Okay, so I think this is another from the white collection that they came out with. This has like a white squishy base full of iridescent glitters. And I'm pretty sure I did get this one as well, although I will have to double check and just make sure because this one is another really fun one, pretty unique as well in that it does have that white jelly base. So if you were to put this over another color, you might slightly tint it. I think you can see that on the wand. It has that sort of a jelly white consistency. So really fun and very unique. So like I said, I have to double check to see if I have it or not, but that was China Glaze's Spritzer Sister. And this is taking me a lot longer than I expected to unwrap. So I think I might do like one more and then we're going to wrap it up because this is already almost an hour of filming. So I don't want this to be too long for you guys, but let's do at least one more. Looks like this one is a Wet and Wild in a really pretty shade of green. This one is called Be More Pacific. Ooh. Now, I remember hearing that name, but I don't remember if it was a Wet n Wild or another brand, but I remember hearing that name. This is a really beautiful shade of green, and I don't have too many from Wet n Wild in this bottle kind. Like most of mine were the other shape. This one I think I will really like, so we'll definitely at least swatch this and see, but so far I think I'm really going to like that. So that was Be More Pacific. Okay, let's do one more. One more. Ooh, is this a Zoya? It is. Wow. This one is Song. This is a beautiful shade of blue. I've actually really been enjoying the blue on my nails, which is Essence Electriiiiic, and I've really been enjoying that one. I think this one by comparison is a little bit almost dustier. And this one also has more of that beautiful glass fleck in it. I don't think I have this one. And I really like this color. So we will be adding that one to my collection as well. Wow, I really wasn't expecting to get any Zoya in here. That's really nice. So that one was Song. And I think that's where we're going to wrap up part 1. I don't know if part 2 is going to be as long, but we just looked at 54 polishes. Wow. I really didn't think that there would be this many polishes in a medium-sized box. I am fully impressed. Especially considering she only had me pay for shipping. I'm just blown away so far by all of the really beautiful colors. The China Glazes so far have been my favorite, but I have really enjoyed almost all of the colors. I mean, we did have a few of the polishes that I already had and a handful that I need to check on, but I'm just blown away. Very, very happy so far. So stay tuned for parts 2. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below if you like nail polish content. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you had as much fun as I did looking at all of these gorgeous colors, and I will see you in that next one.